Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove D2 management from their credit report, and in many cases, without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that D2 management or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And now we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, if no issues like that exist and you just really want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. So give us a call today. You'll see our number in the description. But what I want to do in this video is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one is really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with D2 management? I put this one at the top of the list because, we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And truthfully, it makes sense. Few people are actually taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So I hope that helps you off right off the bat. So who is D2 management and why are they on your credit report? Let's get into that. So they are referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And they buy debts, unpaid accounts, like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? So an example would be like this. Let's say that, for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. D2 management could, in theory, come along and buy that debt, but maybe just for $100. Now, they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that even when you pay a debt on your credit report, that does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score whether it's paid or not. Okay? So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score. Okay? Now, in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot. They may even call family members, colleagues, And if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case. You want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Question here is, should you negotiate a settlement with D2 management? Well, settling your debt with D2 management really just depends on your goal. Okay. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Now, why do I say that? Because, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Okay? So that's not going to help you. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us that can review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this is the win-win, right? You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And that negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. Which leads to the next question. How do you remove D2 management from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Okay, that's easier said than done because the knowledge required to do that a little more involved than it might seem. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to do it or that you can't, but be prepared to spend some weeks or months really learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it'll be done properly the first time, and you can save that extra time and hassle of learning how to do it yourself. And we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with D2 management accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get D2 management to stop calling you? Yeah. So as I mentioned before, D2 management calling is their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which really just means that the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will D2 management try suing or garnishing my wages? Another scary question. We get this all the time. And I'll say D2 management suing is unlikely. It can happen. It does happen. But in our experience, it's pretty rare. And the reason is that there's just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, then we'll be able to collect it all, which again is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with D2 management? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that D2 management has purchased. Okay, D2 management is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, okay, the FDCPA. And I mentioned this before, but the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Again, these might seem a little complicated when you look into them, but the bottom line is they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. But if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. You can call us today. We can discuss your options with you. And again, you'll see our number in the description. And that's all I have for today. So I look forward to talking with you soon, and I hope this helps you out.